Okay, Rose, what are we doing here?
Okay, so it's the 1st of May, which means my book came out today.
Whoa, huge day.
Big day, it's publication day. And we're here in the heart of Hackney, next to a building site, for the book launch party, which is this evening. And so it's really hot, it's like 27 degrees.
Yeah, it's roasting.
Yeah, so we're just basically cooking all the food now. We have like a bunch of people coming this evening. We're doing a big table of food, lots of sweet and savoury recipes from the book. There's a bar, there's going to be music, and we're doing it in our new supper club venue. So we're in the same kitchen as we were for the supper club, which is really, really nice because it's an amazing kitchen. And we were just saying we could never have done this in the warehouse. So yeah, it's probably like, what, 2 o'clock or something?
Yeah, 2 o'clock exactly.
It's 2 o'clock exactly. I've got 1 hour left here, and then we have 2 chefs coming in to tap us out. Then I'm going to go shower, get changed, come back, and yeah, kicks off this evening.
And how many people did you say are coming?
We have 140 on the guest list.
And who is the guest list? What's the combo?
The combo is everyone I've ever met or known or loved. It's like all my family have come, which is really nice, even my little niece. And some of my aunties and uncles and cousins. And then obviously everyone I live with, all the people from the warehouse, like everyone that was a studio holder there, or like our entire kind of like Unit 16 network of people. But then also lots of people I work with, a lot of publishing people, a few media, a lot of like other food writers. Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, 150 gonna fit.
I don't know. They had an event here last night and it was like 80, and Stacey said it was snug. But I'm hoping that like people will hang out here.
Yeah.
They can come chill in the kitchen.
They could come hang on these stairs.
It's all good.
Say hi to the builders.
Chat to the builders, you know. Anyway, we just bank on people being late or not showing up, you know. Happens. There's always drop off. I think 20% drop off. So maybe we'll end up with more like 130, 120.
Yeah, I think so.
I am working on the tofu larb, which is going to be, well, larb is like a pork dish traditionally. It's like a Thai brown pork dish. We're doing it with tofu to keep it veggie. It's actually vegan, this one. And it's going to be served in little lettuce cups and then topped with like slithers of shallot, salted peanuts, loads of fresh herbs. And it has this kind of like vinegary, very acidic dressing. And it's quite spicy. So it's like a fresh little summery number. And we're doing 3 sweet, 3 savory kind of canapés, but they're not being passed around the room, they're just going to be on a big table on platters. So it's like all recipes from the book, but in like bite-sized quantities. So this is tofu larb. Then we have a little square of Popham sourdough bread, which will be kind of warmed through, with a dollop of labneh, and then a single confit tomato, and some chive on top. And that in the book, that's like a breakfast that's like labneh on toast with confit tomatoes. And then the third savoury is a mini Papa's bagel with tuna salad from the book on top of it, which I've actually been eating all week. Can't stop eating it. Papa's bagels, we used them in the shoot actually for the tuna salad. And when I wrote the recipe, I say in it like, you should be getting your bagels from Papa's. And there's a nice story where like the owners of Papa's, Georgia and Gabe, are old friends of mine. Georgia and I used to work together like pre-lockdown. And they started Papa's in lockdown as like, they're both from New York and they miss New York bagels, and Gabe is a chef, and so he started making bagels at home, and then he started driving them around London, and then fast forward 5 years, they have a bakery on Chackerwell Lane, and they're like, for my money, the best bagel in London. They made mini versions for us, which is so huge.
Oh, they're huge.
Like teeny tiny little bagels. What's over here is like the offcuts of one of the cakes we're going to make, that we've made, which is like a vegan brown sugar vanilla cake with vanilla frosting, and then it's going to be topped with like a single raspberry. And in the book it's a sheet cake, And it's like so easy to basically just like whack out a whole thing and then slather it in buttercream and slice it into little fingers. It's like a really, I think, a very easy but quite chic cake. So that's sweet. And then we're doing mini chocolate sesame and halva cookies, which are from the book, and also the PBJ blondies, which are like, imagine a PBJ sandwich in a blondie.
Engine room, mate. KP, dish pigs. It's where we live, the dish pigs, you know.
You got multiple jobs tonight, eh?
Mate, I'm a man of many talents, you know. I'm cutting cakes, cutting onions, washing up. Whatever needs happening, whatever needs we doing, you know, we do.
Oh, that's some quick knife work, that.
Oh, hey. Don't even have to look at it.
Showing off.
I'm just showing off, mate.
It's book launch day today.
Yeah.
Does that literally mean they're on the shelf now?
Yeah, although I went into the Broadway bookshop yesterday or Tuesday, can't remember. And I was like, oh, hi, like, I know you've ordered this book in and like, it might have arrived now, I was gonna sign some copies, like we've talked about it before. They were like, yeah, it's not gonna come in for another week. And I'm like, well, that's fucked up, because like, I'm like, it's in stores now, you know? But it's in my local bookshop now. I think it would be in Waterstones. I think it would be in a lot of independent bookshops as well. I think it just depends when they order it. But yeah, it is available in the stores now. I actually pre-ordered a copy for myself when it was first an option, because I was just like, this is so cool.
Quite desperate.
And it's gone to the warehouse.
Oh
yep.
no.
So that's, you know, it's just like, it's almost like an offering, you know? It's like an offering to
Someone
the
will
gods.
have it.
Yeah. Well, we know who'll have it. They'll probably burn it.
Speaking of the warehouse, how's the new house?
New house is good.
Nobody talks about that.
I mean, new house is like, it's not perfect, you know? There are things that need fixing. It's just quite tired. It's been, like currently our shower leaks through the ceiling into the hallway. And it's being fixed, and we have another shower, so it's okay. But our landlord is like one of those men that owns like 100 properties in North London. So unless the roof is literally like falling in, it's not really a priority for him.
Are you missing the warehouse?
No, we have all literally like breathed a sigh of relief, I think. I think we didn't realize how affected we were by all of the really like difficult bits of living there. Just the kind of nature of how so many people had a key to our front door that we didn't know, and like you could just come down in your towel in the middle of the night and there would be like a stranger in the middle of your house, you know, like
Yeah, not ideal.
it didn't feel very safe. It just, not even on a danger level, more just on a like, I'm not in a private space. Like unless you were in your bedroom, you weren't in a private space. So I kind of feel like we have the best of both worlds now, because we've taken what was great about it, which was like the people and the way that we live communally, and we've just put it in a house that has outdoor space. You know?
And doors and like...
And doors,
a lock.
and we're the only people with the key, and you know, it's just like a normal, and our street is so lovely, and we have like I have this really sweet neighbor called Eddie who lives across the street from me. He's 85. He's lived in his house for 50 years. And he always sits outside on his bench, and like Stacey and I had a chat with him yesterday.
Loves football.
Loves like Arsenal fan. God, he's mad with Arteta. He was like, that manager's got to go. He was like, the fans will decide. I made the mistake. There was a massive game on Tuesday, and obviously I don't know the score because like I don't care. But like all the fans like walked past our house to go to the stadium, so I like knew it was a biggie. And I didn't know they'd lost. So yesterday I go up to him and I'm like, Eddie, big game, very exciting. Was it fun? And he sort of looked like dark and didn't really say anything. And I was like, did you win? And he went, and I was like, okay. My commiserations, I'm so sorry I brought it up. Like, sweet guy. Gave him a cookie the other day. Didn't mention the cookie.
Did he not rate it?
Rude. No, I mean, he didn't mention it. He said, I waved to you this morning and you didn't wave back, and I'll let you off this time, but not again, kind of thing. And I was like, Eddie, I have headphones in. I'm sorry, I was in a rush, I didn't even see you. Anyway, the community is just like really lovely. Like the whole street is full of really sweet people, and like it feels very community oriented and like very London. They're gonna be like roughly the same size as my perfect little Spotify found us, we actually can't play the songs anymore. We cover songs. It's like denim that's been painted.
It's kind of like a sort of inside out work, isn't it?
Well, so it's all, I was saying to Mum, dead stock fabric. So she's pieced together lots of different colours, which is why she painted over it to make it all look.
Oh, she's painted.
Room you gonna lie down in? Because I've left some things on the bed that I can move.
Go in here then. So is that all right? Can she lie down in your little bed?
Okay, we're in my mum and dad's flat in London Fields, which coincidentally is where we shot the book, in this very room, on this table.
Yeah, look, you'd recognise this.
You recognise that colour, you recognise these shelves. And basically I've been in the kitchen all day. It's 28 degrees, covered in sweat. So I came here to shower, change, blow dry my hair, and put a little bit of makeup on. And then we're gonna go back to the venue in about 10 minutes.
It's okay, but I want to get changed soon. That's the only thing.
Half an hour, Tim.
Here with my
Half an
parents.
hour's fine.
It was good to be relaxing, yeah?
It's busy. Yeah, it's a busy room. I'm very honoured to be wearing this outfit. It's by Renata Brenner, and she is an amazing designer that I met recently because she also does supper clubs, and we're going to do one with her in September, and her husband. And weirdly, they live in the building like there, just coincidentally. And yeah, she lent me some clothes for some events, and I love it. I've just spilled beer on it. 5 minutes after I put it on, so off to a good start. Bodes well for the rest of the night. I haven't even had a drink, like it's non-alcoholic beer. Like, yeah, but I'm like, I would never usually be brave enough to wear a colour like this.
It's a super nice colour.
For tonight, it was correct.
Yeah, it's super cool.
And basically we've handed over to 2 chefs who are not people I would usually work with. Like, I didn't know them until today. But it was necessary because all the people that I would usually hire to do anything are attending this evening, and I want them to have a nice time, and I don't want them to be working because they've probably worked on the book or they're like my housemates, and I just wanted all my people to be like actually at the event. So we've got these amazing chefs in the kitchen that we sort of like did a handover with a couple of hours ago, and some good bar people, got a KP, we've got 2 security guards. So yeah, when we get back, I think I'll be doing like checking everyone's okay. I'm gonna do a walk around the venue with the security, do a staff briefing. We need to get all the food on the table. We need to set up the bar. We need to get the glassware out. I mean, I'm hoping a lot of this has been done while I've been away, but it will just be like checking that those things have happened.
Yeah, it gives you an hour to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, and then the photographer gets there, and I want to take some pictures before everyone arrives of like the table, and also like with my family and my housemates, you, Jake. And so yeah, family are going to get there at like 6:30 so that we've got a minute to actually see each other and say hi, and before everyone else gets there and it gets super, super busy, you know.
Tim's over there eating some...
Tim's having a pre-snack.
What are you having, Tim?
Peanut butter on toast, of course.
Yeah.
Peanut butter on toast and a pint.
Yeah. What else would he be having right before an event? I mean, it's savvy because whilst we have prepared thousands of pieces of food, I don't think it's going to last very long.
I think it looked like quite a lot, to be fair.
It is quite a lot, but then if you think it's just 6 bites per person and they're like that big.
Yeah.
Some people won't eat anything, like Manuela just won't eat anything. Virginia won't eat anything. I probably won't eat anything. And so then it's like, but then there are some people, Exhibit A, who might eat more than 6 bites. So it all balances out in the end, you know?
I can't believe that's going to make good footage. Going to cut in.
I tipped over 300 though, Dad. Last week.
Well done.
Rosie, good luck.
I love you.
Love you. And they're brilliant tonight.
Thank you.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, I will. You too.
Oh, definitely.
Have fun, I think.
Yeah.
I think there'll be lots of people
I mean,
there that
I was-
you haven't seen for ages, and you'll be like, oh, that, you know.
I was genuinely nervous for the telly thing because I've been
I know,
there
me too.
to an extent. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
on the couch, and but I won't be nervous tonight.
Nah,
That's
it's so
really-
party,
I
isn't it?
wasn't nervous for you. I knew you'd be great.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you sat on the This Morning couch, you know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what the deal is.
I didn't know to tell you this, that I was like, I heard my voice cracking before when I was chatting to the presenter before in the commercial break, and I literally like zoned in and I was like, get it the fuck together. And then it was like a, you know,
A moment.
I was like, I just have to get this together, otherwise, like,
Well,
what's the fucking point?
Well,
you
you
know?
did.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Jake. Everyone was so lovely. I went on Sunday brunch on Channel 4, and I did a segment where you like don't have to cook live on air, which was great for me because I'd never done live TV before. And I just pre-prepared like 3 dishes in their little prep kitchen, and it was quite a big job because you've got to do like 8 servings plus a kind of hero dish that the camera zooms in on. And I brought like all the crockery from my house, and you only get like half an hour in the prep kitchen, so you have to bring most of the ingredients already prepped, and you just kind of finish it off in their prep kitchen. But it all went fine. The only drama was like the prep kitchen's quite a trek from the actual studio, and they wheel everything on a trolley. And I was saying to the producers, I was like, I'm a bit worried about the trolley, like, doesn't really look at that state, like everything's a bit uneven. And they were like, Rosie, we've been doing this for years, like nothing has ever fallen off the trolley, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. And we're like rolling the trolley, and sure enough, one of my like gorgeous little like vintage glass pudding dishes full of pudding topples off, smashes everywhere, glass everywhere, pudding everywhere. Like rookie error on my part, didn't have any spare crockery. So basically some of the celebrities had like there was like Nivella, this musician, and the other musician she was with, I can't remember his name, they ended up sharing. And it was fine. You wouldn't have been able to tell, I don't think.
Really?
I want to do it again. They were like, you should come back on the show. And I was like, anytime.
Where's the contract?
Literally.
Should we sign it now?
Book me. But they were like, do you want to eat? Like, one of the food producers was like, how do you feel about coming back and doing a live cooking segment? And I was like, honestly, great. Like, now I've done this bit, I think it's like the next challenge, you know? I'm okay at chatting and cooking, but it's also all faked. So it's like every step of the recipe is done. And so like, for instance, if you were like frying a piece of meat in a pan, they get you putting the meat in the pan, and the camera kind of cuts away, and then a few minutes later in TV Magic Land, the chicken is cooked or whatever, and it's like all of your stages of the recipe are all below deck, and you just constantly are kind of swapping them in and out. So you'll see them chopping something, but whatever they're chopping probably isn't going to go in the recipe, because then they're going to like take it to the next step. So it's more just a kind of like, I think you just have to be able to like sell it and chat and seem relaxed and try and be kind of funny at the same time, and that's the challenge, rather than actually making a good dish, because that's kind of sorted. Yes.
Whose book is that, man? Oh my goodness. I recognize that girl.
I love the colours of the green candles. Really? Steak? Oh, you mean it's just always going to look that way? You gotta move,
Is it good?
Wow, it's really good.
I would like to say thank you to Penguin Random House, to Vintage, to Square Peg, to Sarah Benny, and everyone that was part of that machine. Thank you. I moved into a cell-like room in a disused carpet warehouse in Hackney Wick 5 years ago. And I was pretty much a broken woman. I was deeply depressed, lost, sneaking towards rock bottom, and I was halfway to losing track of who I really was. But my new housemates were strangers to me, and they scooped me up and they nurtured me back to somewhere close to myself. You may have heard, but we recently got evicted. And I know, boo. Ironically, today was our eviction date. We got out safely before then. But if you ever made it to one of our events there, whether it was a wedding or a supper club or a Christmas party or a rave or a pierogi party, I think you'll know that like the building itself was not that special. There was holes in the roof, there was no central heating, there was an infamous flea infestation. And what I've learned through the bumpy road of eviction is that it wasn't the building that was special, it was the people that lived there, and it was like how we chose to live. So, Virginia, B, Wojciech, Pierre, Chris, Tom and Frida, you are my closest friends. And I hand on heart know that this book would not exist without you. You supported me in big and small ways daily, and you gave me the courage and the bravery to make a leap into food and change careers and follow my biggest love, feeding people.